Hello, welcome to 803 Introduction to Quantitative Research. This course is also cross-listed as Advertising 803, TC 803, and Journalism 803. As you know, this is an online course, and this is the first of several video lectures that I'll be giving throughout this semester. The purpose of this lecture is to introduce you to the course and also to myself, and familiarize you a little bit with how the course is structured and what you need to do in order to complete the course. So what I'll start with is just introducing myself. As I mentioned, my name is Salim Al-Habash, and I'm an assistant professor of public relations and social media, jointly appointed by the Department of Advertising, Public Relations and Retailing, and the Department of Telecommunication, Information Studies and Media. I've been here for about 2 semesters, and I'm enjoying my time a lot. I love MSU, Go Green, and I've interacted with a lot of students, and I hope that I interact with more students, including you, to work on research and talk about your future plans and so forth. What I wanted to do today is to briefly talk about the course. Most of the information that I'll be going over today is outlined in the syllabus, and I highly encourage you to read the syllabus and read it thoroughly, because it includes all of the information that you need in terms of how you'll be graded, what is required in the course, what is my philosophy, and what are the policies for the course. What is this course about? I received several emails from you asking me how will the course be structured, what it's going to be about. Mainly, as the name says it, it's about quantitative research. It is not a statistics course. It is mostly about research design and applying and collecting data that answers research questions and tests and investigates research hypotheses. However, we will go through some statistics, especially in the last 3 or 4 weeks of the semester. We will focus on running some statistics to answer questions that are related to certain methods that we will be covering throughout this course. In this course, the emphasis will be on learning the social science research methods and how do we apply those methods to our fields. And our fields are loosely divided into communication, telecommunication, advertising, PR, journalism, and there are many subfields within those disciplines. Mainly what we'll be doing is we'll be focusing on how to formulate questions, how to come up with research ideas, and how to present them, and also how to develop methods to answer these questions, and to collect and interpret data that answer these questions and arrive at conclusions about these questions and hypotheses. We will also read, understand, critique, and write about communication research. If you haven't done so far, please go and check academic journals in your field, in your discipline. I've listed some of them. There's a list in the syllabus. This is not an exhaustive list, but it does include the major journals in the different subfields. I would encourage you to go and check these journals, read the research that is published there, and try to see how the authors and researchers are structuring their research, are asking the research questions, describing the methods, what methods are they using. This is very important if you're planning to conduct research in the future. Also, we'll be learning how to apply statistics to social science research and how to use statistics in order to answer questions that are relevant to our field. As I mentioned before, this is not a statistics course, so we will not learn about the back end of statistics and how to calculate statistics, but rather how to use statistical software to run analyses and answer questions. The software that we'll be using in this course is SPSS. It is the most widely used statistics software worldwide, and I've been using it for many years. And for those of you who are not comfortable with numbers, or who are terrified of math and formulas and whatnot, SPSS is more like a word processing software. You have to learn it as if you're learning how to use Microsoft Word or Excel or any other software for that matter. So I would highly encourage you to put away your fears, and I'll try to help you if you're uncomfortable with running statistics throughout the semester. I will show you through the video lectures how to run statistics, and if you need extra help, I'll be more than happy to help you. The last thing that we'll do this semester is to think analytically and critically about research and practice. And what I mean by that is, in all our fields, we tend to, academic research tends to only appeal to those who are in academia. And there isn't much crossover between academics and professionals. And what I want to focus on this semester is how can you translate academic research and scholarly work into things that professionals, practitioners can actually benefit from. So think about how you can translate research as you're reading the different articles, as you're reading different studies. How can you translate them into relevant snippets of information to those who are working in the industry, in the different industries that you represent? So these are the main objectives of the course. Next, I want to talk about the textbooks. If you haven't done so far, please purchase the 2 required textbooks for this course. The first one is Mass Media Research and Introduction by Roger Wimmer and Joseph Dominic. And the second one is How to Use SPSS by Brian Cronk. I'm sorry the picture is pixelated. I tried to find a better picture, but no use. I'll talk a little bit about the first book. It's one of the most widely used books in mass communication and mass media research. I know some of you are not involved with mass media research, but this is a good book because it explains the methods in very understandable language. There isn't much jargon there. They explain the jargon well, and it's well structured. I've had it when I was in graduate school, and now there's the new edition which also has some improvements. So I highly encourage you to buy the 9th edition. Previous editions are structured differently, so if you end up buying an earlier edition, you need to check, which I don't encourage, but for some weeks I'm requiring you not to read chapters but parts of chapters, pages in chapters. So you need to be careful about that if you end up with an earlier edition. But again, I really encourage you to get the newer edition because it saves you time and effort of trying to figure out what to read for every week. The second book is a sort of a manual for using SPSS. We'll go through some parts of it throughout the semester. And it's an excellent book to have on your bookshelf if you are going to run statistics in the future, because it outlines the basic statistical techniques into chapters and mini chapters. And if you ever want to run a chi-square, for example, there's a chapter on that, and you can go back to it, and it has you go step by step of how to run statistics on SPSS. So both books are important, and I highly encourage you to buy them as soon as you can, because you have to start reading for next week. I'll also talk a little bit about my instruction method for this course. As you know, this is an online course, so there will be limited face-to-face interaction. Before I go into details about my instruction method, I want to encourage you to keep in touch with me by email or schedule meetings to meet with me face-to-face in my office, or even have Skype meetings. So for those of you who are around this summer, around the MSU campus, and you'd like to meet with me one-on-one to discuss the course, something you don't understand, I'll be more than happy to meet with you. Also, for those of you who are not around campus and still would like to have a one-on-one meeting, I'll include later on in the slides, I'll include my Skype name. You can schedule a meeting with me and we can have a Skype meeting. So back to the instruction method. Every week I will upload a video lecture like the one that you're seeing right now, and this will include the major points that I would like to focus on in the week's readings. However, this is not an invitation for you not to read. You have to read before seeing the video lecture, because I won't get into all of the details. Sometimes the reading there's so much reading in 1 week that I won't be able to capture everything. And the reason why I'm encouraging you to read is because both the readings and the lectures will be included in the exam. So everything is fair game. So if you'd like to perform better in the course, I encourage you to read prior to viewing the lecture that I will upload sometime on Monday. I'll try to upload them earlier, but expect them to be there by Monday afternoon. The other element that I'll be using in the instruction of this course is something you're all familiar with, which is the course's Angel site. I'm not going to go into details about it because I'm sure you've used it many times. But I will say that most of the things that I'll post in terms of video lectures and actual PowerPoints and slides will be located in the lessons, under the lessons tab. I will email you to your MSU email, so make sure you check your email frequently for any updates, for any changes in the schedule. And also this is an opportunity for you to get a better idea of how the course is structured, because your grades will also be posted on Angel. So you'll be able to keep up to date with how you're doing in the course. The other thing that I'm using this semester, and I haven't used it before, and I thought I'd give it a try, and it's so appealing, I've just checked it out a couple of weeks ago. It's the Lore website, which is, it was previously called CourseKit, but they've changed the name, I don't know why, for lore.com. And what this is, it's a mixture of a course management site and some features of online social networking. I'll go into details about how that will work out after when I'm walking you through of how to join Lore. So in order to join Lore, what you need to do is you need to go to this website, http lore.com courses com803.alhabaj. You can copy this and paste it in your browser. And also, the first time you go there, it'll ask you for a code, a user code, which is ZKLMNC, and you'll take that and you'll paste it on right here. So this is what you'll see at the beginning when you first join Lore, unless you've used Lore before. You should have an account, but if you haven't, what you'll do is you'll enter the invitation code right here under enter the invitation code or contact the instructor, and you'll click join, and it'll take you to this page, which gives you the option of either joining Lore through your Facebook account or setting up an account. It's totally up to you, but I would rather have you have an email that you check frequently on here, because I might be using Lore also for email communications. So you'll join Lore and it'll take you to this is the website that you will have once you've joined Lore. And I'll just walk you through a little bit. It's pretty self-explanatory and intuitive. But the first page is the stream page, and on this page you can post notes, links, media files, questions, and even blog entries. And this is the stream is where you'll have the virtual discussions and interactions throughout the semester. Every week you're expected to post questions and comments about the readings, by Monday at 10 a.m. So this is the place where you'll post your questions. Um, Also, I've put together in the calendar section all of the assignments that you have for the semester. So it breaks it down by week. So next week you'll have 2 assignments. The first one is the course introduction. It's called assignment 0. It's not graded, but actually we'll just go to the description. What this assignment is I want you to basically introduce yourself to the group by saying your name, which program you're in, what research are you interested in, where are you from, what are your future plans, and what do you expect to learn in this course. And this is very important because I'll be looking at them and seeing if whatever you want to learn in this course is reflected in the syllabus, and if it's not, then I'll try to adjust the syllabus and add a few things throughout the course of the semester. The other assignment that you have for next week is the virtual discussions, which are due by 10 a.m. on every Monday. You have to post the questions and comments. And these are important because part of the grade is participation, and you'll be graded based on how active you are in terms of posting discussion questions and comments throughout the semester. And it also, I'm not only looking for just posting, but also how you interact with others, how you respond to questions. So I'm trying to make it a more collaborative environment rather than a reactive environment where someone posts and I post a response. I want everyone to take part in the discussion. This is not a topic that requires a lot of discussion, but you never know. I mean, there are some things that we can discuss and some things that we can talk about throughout the semester. And also, every week it breaks it down by what exactly you need to do throughout the semester. I'll be posting more details about each of the assignments later on in the semester. Also, the resources, I'll be posting, here is where I'll be posting, in addition to posting on Angel, I'll also be posting the video lectures and the slides right here. It also has the books, and both books, by the way, are available on Amazon, and they ship for, they ship pretty fast. So if you haven't bought them yet, please do so. There's also the syllabus. I've uploaded a PDF of it, and I've also copied the text, so you can see it right here and go back to it. And the people part is where all the students in the course will be posted their profiles, so you can also see who else is in the course. Submissions are related to assignments. So you can only use these for the actual assignments. So starting from assignment 1 is where you can actually upload your assignments right here. I'll also put a Dropbox on Angel, and later on in the semester, once we give this a try, I'll ask you which one you prefer more, and we'll use that instead. I won't be using the grade book right here because all the grades will be posted on Angel. And this is basically about lore. It's very it's pretty self-explanatory. If you've used any social network before, any software, it's pretty similar. There's nothing new there. So I'll be also interested to hear if you've used it before, or once you use it, what you think about it, and whether you think it's a good software to use in online courses or actually offline courses as well. Now we get to the expectations part, and I'll just talk briefly about that. In this course, there are 3 major expectations. The first one is reading the course material. It is very important that you actually complete the readings before viewing the lecture. So before Monday, try to complete the readings. And it is important because, as I mentioned, everything is fair game. The lecture notes, the discussions, and the readings are all fair games. The second point that I want to talk about is deadlines. I know many people dislike deadlines, some people like deadlines, but they're important, they're needed. We need to have deadlines, and deadlines are not really put to make you suffer, but rather to make it more manageable for me to grade your assignments. So I expect you to post and submit your assignments on time. Any delays with submitting your assignments will result in a 10% deduction off the top for every late day. So it's up to you whether you want to submit online on the deadline or not, but it's really important because otherwise you'll get penalty grades, or you'll get deductions to your grades. The third, and probably one of the most important things, is academic honesty and integrity. And I do take academic honesty and integrity very, very seriously. What I mean by that is anything that violates the standards set by MSU and other universities as well for how to deal with exams, assignments, and final projects, and so forth. I expect everything to be your own original work. If I catch any case of cheating, plagiarism, or any violation of academic honesty, not only will your grade be harmed on this assignment and maybe the whole course, as in having a failing grade, but also I will document it with the graduate school. So please do not attempt any violation of academic honesty and integrity. If you're not sure about whether something constitutes a violation of academic honesty and integrity, then please ask me. When in doubt, ask. And if you do not understand anything, any information related to academic honesty and integrity, please email me as soon as possible so that we both can figure out a way for you to get more information and understand what it entails. So on that note, we'll move on to the course requirements. With regards to the course requirements, there are four major areas of requirements. You'll have two exams, one midterm exam and another final exam. The final exam will be on the very last day of the semester, which is June 28th. Exams will be administered online, and they will have multiple choice questions and short essay questions and data problems, meaning that I will send you a data file and I will ask you to run certain statistics and report the results. You will also have 4 assignments. Assignments can be critiquing a scholarly article, applying your knowledge to run analyses, so data analyses, designing a study, anything, and I'll be posting information about these assignments once we get closer to them. Also, you'll be graded on participation. Participation entails posting your questions and comments on the course at the LOR site. So every week on Monday before 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you need to post your comments and questions under each week's virtual discussion stream. Also, there will be a final project. It entails a 15-page research proposal. I would highly encourage you to work on it with a group of students, other students. 3 to 4 students would be ideal. If you would like to work on it individually, please email me. And although this is a full research proposal, and it will have it should have a part about literature review and theory and hypotheses and research questions. However, the main emphasis of this proposal is actually on the method, how you will design the study, what variables will you be using, how do you operationally define the variables, and so forth. And also, you need to give me a proposal of your final project early on in the semester so I can give you feedback. The proposal is not graded, so it is for your own benefit that you get my feedback early on so that you can actually develop it further for the end of the semester. Also, if you're working with a group and you guys want to meet on either through Skype or face to face, then let me know and we'll figure out a way to schedule a meeting and talk about your proposal. And the other thing about the final project is I would highly encourage you not to leave it to the last minute, because it we don't have a lot of time in the semester, so I would highly encourage you to start thinking about it early on in the semester. The course schedule, the syllabus, I won't go into details about this. The syllabus outlines what you need to do every week in terms of readings, in terms of assignments, and also the assignments are posted on Angel and Lore. But I will just say a few things. The way that I've structured the semester is, for the first 3 weeks, we'll focus on research design and methods. So we'll talk heavily about concepts related to social research, and we'll mainly talk about 3 methods, which are content analysis, survey research, and experiments. For the remaining 4 weeks, we'll focus on applying data analysis techniques to answering questions and testing hypotheses related to these different methods. So we will run statistics in the last 4 weeks of the semester. The best way to contact me is by email. I check my email pretty frequently. If you do not hear back from me within 48 hours of your email, then please send me a reminder email, because it might have gotten buried in my inbox. The other thing is, if it's something urgent, then please mark it as urgent so that I pay instantaneous attention to it. You can also call my office. The number is 517-432-2178. If I'm not there, you can leave a voice message and it will also be routed to my email. My office is in Cass. It's room number 313. And here's my Skype name. So when we schedule meetings, add me to your Skype so that we can meet on Skype if you would like. So for next week, make sure you signed up on Lore and can view the course content on both Lore and Angel. If you haven't bought the books yet, buy them at your earliest convenience. It is important to have the books and complete the readings. And also read the chapters that are assigned for the first week and post your comments and questions on the first virtual discussion on Lore. Again, if you have any questions, just email me. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And I'm really excited about this course. I think that I get excited in general about research methods. And I think it's a fun topic, although some people dread it, but it could really be a fun topic. And I'll try as much as possible to make everything as clear as possible and help you when you need my help. On that note, I'd like to encourage you to email me if you have any questions, or if you would like more assistance with an assignment, if you don't get something, if you need more clarification. And also, if you need to talk about your future plans or research, this is an open invitation for you to interact with me. I look forward to interacting with all of you throughout the semester, and have a good week, and I'll see you next week.